this one. They're going to try an onside kick on the opening kickoff. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. The Longhorns offense takes the field to start this game off. You know, that connection between quarterback and wide receiver, Jesse, takes some time, and we'll see how quickly these two guys get on the same page.
Yeah, the chemistry between he and the quarterback, I think, is what everybody's going to be looking for early in this game. Because David, obviously, having transferred in, he hasn't had a lot of time in this offense. This is his first game. It's the first time doing it with bullets flying live. So he's got a lot of talent. He's got speed, but what does that chemistry look like with the guy throwing him the football? That's what I want to see.
Well, and the good thing is you've got tape and you've seen he's done it at the college level. Like, you already know what he is. Now it's about taking that, using his strengths. How do you use him in this offense early on in the season to really take advantage of his talents?
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. The Longhorns come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
The Longhorns line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. So Memphis offense will have its first possession of the game. This guy has all of the battle scars. He's got all of the trust of this team, David, as he has been their leader, their warhorse throughout his career.
Yeah, and we've seen him. He's been very productive. He's proven his worth in college football, but now he's taking his talents to a new team. And now he's got to show them what he's about. Great opportunity to start it off. Can he be the guy? Can he be the catalyst that takes this team?
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Great place to start for this offense. From the gun to give, looking for room. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that would...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Right back to the well. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
And that's the beauty of running play action. Everybody sucks up, plays the run, and you get to slip that tight end down the field with a full head of steam, make a big play.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to...
Turning it on! That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. The Tigers will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Touchdown, Memphis! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point is good. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the second. Make that big play.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. To the air. It's Mung. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
And back to the air on second down. This time he's got his man. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
That's a statement by the defense. Offense is trying to get physical. They're running power. They're pulling the backside guard, and you blow the play up in the backfield for a loss.
Pressure and blocked. Scoops it up on the move. Touchdown, Tiger. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
The only thing better than a punt block is scoop and score for a touchdown. Great job on special teams. Tons of athletes out on the field, and they take it to the house.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UTEP has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They try to pop a run on the draw. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, give him 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass, it's Mung. Unloads to the right. Got him downfield. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Catch in the middle, it's Myers. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, at some point with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they can do something very special this season.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting. Just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what is a commitment? It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Back has it. Hard running there. There he goes. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. That's caught. It's Landry. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Line gets set. First down. Wants to throw on first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job.
Touchdown, Tiger! Quick strike through the air for the score.
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some run. Not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catch enough to give them the first down. Looking downfield, it's Mung. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. This drive will start at the 6-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? To the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short.
Yeah, and listen, that dude is a dude. I get it. I mean, he's an absolute stud, and I want to find ways to get him the football, but maybe not force feed.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Texas!
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Fakes to grab. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41.
Well, how about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Mung. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Running back searching for a hole. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Longhorns send out the punt unit. Now, don't forget, and I'm sure he hasn't, he had one blocked earlier. And they block it. Touchdown, Memphis. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
What a big-time play by the punt block team. Great job rushing the punter, understanding where he's trying to kick the football, getting your hand on it, and then how about the scoop and score and do the rest. Big-time special teams play.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Breaks into the open. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Memphis.
And the Longhorns will boot it away to start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're...
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. This offense has it with really good field position. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. The Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Gives it on the option. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. got his man. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They'll play it safe and try for 3. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Okay, ready? Power football with the run. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. The Tigers want to move quickly.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's small.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Catch in the middle. It's small. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. They'll try to pop the draw. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. They get him on the ground at the 33-yard line, but the interception, the turnover, has given this offense a great shot. Here comes the Texas offense. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make it.
Looking to throw, it's Mung. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish.
Oh, he's got some space. Past the 50. The 30. The 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Memphis.
This QB just has such a feel. He's so good with these design quarterback runs. He's patient. He allows the holes to develop. He puts his foot in the ground. And in the open field, he's as dangerous as any ball carrier in the country.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Dropping back, it's Mung. Fires to the big fella. Smashes through the tackle. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. We've reached the break, and Memphis is holding on to the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. The give to the tailback. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Memphis will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Tough run across the 5. He'll get it all the way out to the 8-yard line. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn.
He lofts one down the sideline. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Stepped out of bounds right at the 17-yard line after the pick. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They had to punt last time they had it. Highly unlikely that'll happen here, barring utter disaster. Great field position. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, Memphis! And the stomping has commenced.
Salt into a wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO,
turning it on! Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. Back to throw, it's Mung. He just got rid of that one to save the down, didn't see anything he liked.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback, and I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll go to the sneak. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready.
Looking deep down the right side. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over. And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like, they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Memphis wants to move quickly. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game. And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
And the Longhorns buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. And they get it in the end zone for a safety, and that should wrap this one up tight. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking downfield on first down. Looking for a deep man. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. And he takes the interception return out of bounds, and that's how we'll wrap it up. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it.